Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode here in the world of Forager Nuclear. If you don't remember, last episode we unlocked the rest of the islands here in the grassy biome. We got the slime amulets, and we were working towards getting this slimy tome, but we didn't have enough glass to get it. So, what we're going to do this episode is I'm going to start off by getting that slimy tome, and then I'm going to start collecting some golden gear in preparation for exploring the desert later. But for now, I'm going to go around the island and collect up as many resources as I can, as is custom at the start of the episode, and let's see what we can get. Let's do this! So guys, as you can see, the farm here is all fully grown again, so I'm going to go right ahead and, I didn't mean to do that, harvest that. And as you can see guys, this morning a little sprout has appeared to have grown on my head and some vines are coming out of my back, and we'll see next episode if this little sprout grows into anything more, but until then, I guess we're just going to be running around as a little plantling for now, which is a bit ironic considering we're kind of destroying these plants here to harvest them. But after we've done this, I should go and check out how much glass we can make, because we'll need 30 glass to make that slimy tome, which is certainly a lot of glass. But for now, we can just go right ahead and harvest all of that, and then go right ahead and plant all of these seeds back down. It's been a while since I've last played, so I'm sort of kind of getting used to what I need to do again, which isn't that difficult. I just need to try and remember what I was aiming to do, and looking at that, we got yet another anchor from our fishing traps, which will go obviously straight into the rare items vault. For now, looking at that, I can make 4 more glass, which isn't quite enough to do what we need, but it should be good for now. In the meantime, I can come down here and I can actually make this golden bow or this golden amulet, and in fact, I think I may even be able to make both. So I'm going to go right ahead and smelt up all of my gold so that I will have enough gold to do that, and then we'll be making both of those. And obviously, if you don't remember guys, we made this quarry down here last episode, so collecting up resources from ores will not be a problem for us anytime soon. This isn't actually where it's going to be staying forever in this series. I will be moving it somewhere into the desert biome later, but for now, this is a pretty good home for it. If you're wondering why I still collect the eggs from the chickens, it's because I'm trying to get a thing called the golden egg, which we need 1 for one of the amulets, I think, or one of the pickaxes, one of the two. We'll need 1 for the museum, and we need 1 for an NPC quest, so we need plenty of those throughout our adventure, which they're quite rare and you just get them from collecting the eggs from the chickens, so that's why I keep doing it. But I think that our gold should maybe not be all ready, but at least have enough for us to go right ahead and make this golden bow and this golden amulet. And while those are collecting, I'm going to go right ahead and collect up these resources down here, and what I think I might do is fill in some more platforms here to expand Vault Island a little bit more yet again, and then see if I can't make yet another bank, which I can't right now, but all I need is more brick and more gold. So we have the gold smelting right now. I'm going to come right ahead and make another 50 lots of brick. And while those are smelting, I'm going to come down here and collect up a couple more of these rock resources here. Just the ones from the grass biome for now, not any of these fire biome ones, because we'd be here for ages breaking a single one of those rocks right now. But they do drop a nice large amount of XP, so the area that we're going to move them to is actually another obelisk in the desert biome, which gives you extra XP when you mine, which you can probably tell why we'll be moving it there. But for now, it'll just be living nicely here. And as you can tell, the little bee guy is still here, and I still feel bad about those giant bees that we killed, but it'll be okay. And looking at that, guys, we actually leveled up, so I'm gonna go right ahead and see what skills I can get. Looking at our menu here, there's a lot to choose from, but what I think I'm gonna go right ahead and do is get this craftsmanship skill here, which unlocks the hammer, unlocks royal steel, and unlocks royal clothing. And the hammer will let us repair workstations, and the royal steel and royal clothing will be needed to make lots and lots of future items, such as upgraded gear, but also just the electronics, fiberglass, plastic, all of that stuff. And looking at this, is actually another, I think it's a cow down here, which is good because we will be needing lots of leather in the future as well to make that royal clothing. And looking at this, the old druid that we met last episode, who's concerned about people in pickaxes that I definitely know nothing about, is still wanting that dinosaur egg because I cannot really get it right now until we go down to the fire biome down here, but obviously we'll be going down there later. But for now, I'm obviously just going to continue collecting stuff, and I'm going to dig up this spot here and get just a little bit more sand. And looking at that, there's another angry boar here, which we can get rid of that and make our island a little bit safer. And I don't actually think that's enough gold. No, it's not. Can I make a little bit extra? I can make 2 more. I don't think that's enough, but we can get more, and talk to the devil, there's actually more here. And while I'm over here, guys, I'm just going to go ahead and collect up these artifact spots. And why is this cow in the Fairy Queen's pond? I'll get rid of them for her. And I think I'm actually should go right ahead and cook up all of this food as well. And so, guys, whilst all of these items are... Oh, actually... Here we got the golden bow, which does 4 attack damage and arrows drop coins on hits. And the golden amulet, which means we gain 50% more resources when we mine stuff. So if I can demonstrate this, as you can see, arrows drop coins when we fire them, which is nice because it's just another source of money. But what I'm going to do is go ahead and cook up all of these items, and while waiting for those to cook, guys, I'm gonna go right ahead and just be back when they're done. Let's do this. So, guys, as you can see, a bunch more of our resources have smelted up. So now that that's done, I'm gonna come right down here and make another bank. And while that's started, I'm going to go right ahead and collect these 3 so that they all collect up in sync. And looking at that, while we've done that and we have our first little bit of golden gear, I'm going to come right over here and buy our first desert island. And it's actually a puzzle inside here. This is the desert's galaxy, and we need to look up here at this design So it's top left, then right, down, left. And so, what we do is we come in here and we need to take this block around, and as you can see, it activates any of these pedestals that it's nearby. So what we do is we take it up here so that we activate these three, and then we take this one over here so that it activates those two, and then we take this one up here so it activates those, and there we go. We have the desert galaxy complete, and the reward for this is a bunch of money and a bunch of gemstones. And there's one galaxy in each biome, and I actually need a key for that chest, so I'm going to go right ahead and hopefully leave. I don't know why that's not working. Maybe I can just open the chest. Oh, I can. I'm going to open that chest, which gets me the Ancient Galaxy Seal, which is awarded only to those who solve the hardest puzzles, and a singular Spirit Ball, which we can use to increase our stats. And I'm going to go and add this to my toolbar so that whenever I get one, it immediately comes in here. And straight off, I'm going to use this to give myself a permanent energy increase. And now I'm going to go right ahead, leave, and come over here, and I actually just noticed that there's a bunch of stuff clogging up my inventory, so I'm going to come over here to where our Vault Island is and put a bunch of our stuff away. Starting with these gems into here, and I'm going to put this coal in here and this stone as well. And soon, guys, we'll be getting a skill that will let us expand the space we have in our vaults, but for now, this is all we have to work with. But I noticed that we have a bunch of sand, so I'm going to go ahead and make 5 more glass. And looking at this over here, we actually have a merchant here. And what they're selling, a toxic sigil, an atomic bomb, and a spirit orb, but unfortunately, they're all way too expensive for us right now. So what we're going to do instead is come around, and because our farm is all grown, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and harvest this, replant it, and then go and collect up all the resources from around the island. And I think that this would best be done in the form of another time lapse. So let's do this. So, as you can see, guys, I collected up a bunch of resources up here, but didn't really go down here. Harvested up the farm and replanted it, and put our glass onto smelt. And I also started making this hammer here because, I mean, I probably won't really use it much because we'll be getting the auto repair skill soon, hopefully, which will make it so that structures automatically repair themselves. But it is a piece of gear, and I will be collecting all the pieces of gear, so obviously I'll need to get it. But looking at that, we now have enough glass to go right ahead and make our slimy tome here. And while that's going, I'm going to come right over here and see all we need to make a bit more golden gear still. For these, we need brick and glass and wheat. Over here, we'll need bottled beetles, which you can get in the desert biome itself. And for this golden sword, we'll need 10 leather and 20 gold. And while I can't make the gold right now, I can in fact make the leather. And as you've probably seen throughout the various clips in today's episode, there are definitely still a lot of slimes here on the island, which could be a problem moving forward, but for now, it's still, thankfully, fairly manageable. So while we're waiting for our things to be created, I'm going to come down here and just collect up a few of these resources. We'll obviously be needing a lot of this gold going forward, so it's nice to collect it now. And further down here, there's another angry boar enemy. These enemies seem to be spawning more and more often, which definitely could be a problem later on. And looking at that, our book is nearly finished being created, and what I'm actually going to do is build a quick bridge down to the Druid's Tree here from Bolt Island. And I'm just going to start clearing out the resources here as well. Not only for the resources themselves, but obviously for the XP as well. So guys, I think I'm going to do this in another time lapse where I'm going to clear out all the resources on this lower half of the island. So, let's do this. So as you can see guys, I collected a bunch of resources from around, and looking at this, our hammer here is made, which we can use to repair structures. But not only that, our slimy tome here is made as well, which means the XP we gain is increased by 30%. And to get this Necronomicon, it's hard to say, we'll need leather and nightshade. But for now, I'm going to take all the gold and all the iron we just collected and smelt that all up as I go and continue to get items. And if I get this little bit of gold here, I think that should give me enough to get the sword. But just to, well, I would show off this hammer, but I guess I can't show it off on the bridge. But what I can do is come down here, quickly hit this furnace a bit, but not break it, and just show this hammer repairs the structures. So while that's going guys, I'm going to come over here to our handy bridge and once again harvest up our berries as the little sproutling we are. I'm excited for next episode to see if this goes anywhere, and as you guys know, I'm doing a different outfit every episode from now on. And like I said before, this farm will be getting bigger in the future, but for now, this is all we have to work with, and this is all we need. So we'll just continue collecting up all of these berries, and we'll definitely need all of them later on, and quickly plant all of them back down. Like this, and coming around obviously. Oh, looking at that, I accidentally planted two in the same space again. And I'm actually going to come up here and turn all of our berries into yet more berry seeds, so we'll definitely not run out of them anytime soon. What I think I'm going to try and do is soon work towards getting the skill where land costs less. You may have noticed that we're leveling up less quickly, and that is obviously because it's taking more XP to level up whenever we do now. So I'm actually going to come right over here and start collecting up some of these desert resources, such as this cactus fruit here. And I think there's another new desert resource, but it doesn't look like it's spawned in yet. And obviously a nice little thing about the desert biome is that whenever we see a flower spawning, that means there's always going to be a digging spot underneath it. And looking at that, there's some torch bugs here, but sadly no bottled beetles yet, which is unfortunate because we obviously will be needing those going forwards in getting more just upgrades. We'll need them not only for our pickaxe upgrade, but we'll need them in the future to make, I think it's liquid luck potions, which makes it more likely that you'll find rare items, especially when digging or fishing, which I think I can actually make a fishing rod. I haven't done it yet. I can't. I need 5 steel for it. But looking at that, we actually have enough gold to go ahead and make the golden sword. And I think once that's made, guys, I'm going to go right ahead and call it there for today's episode. And so while waiting for, I'm just going to go around and obviously continue collecting up these items because we'll definitely be needing it later. Ireland is going to be reaching the point soon, guys, where we physically can't keep up with how many items or how many resources are being generated, but we can do our best. And I'm going to carve a couple of these darker rocks from the fire biome just to showcase to you guys just how long it takes to break them at the moment. And this is why we can't really feasibly clear out this entire area, because these rocks and the crystals as well will take way too long to break. However, they are a good source of XP right now, so that is kind of the main reason why I'm doing it right now, to get the XP so we can hopefully get one more level up in today's episode as well. Looking at that, we're only actually 83 XP away from it, so it should just be one more rock and then we've got it. But as you can see, it takes quite a while to break it. There we go. And there we go, guys. We have leveled up yet again. So I'm going to come right over here into our gear menu and then into our skills menu. And from here, I think I'm going to get the capitalism skill, which means we gain XP when selling items, and items discarded from our inventory are instantly sold instead. And once we get that, I think this is the next skill we'll be getting, which makes banks generate coins 50% faster when adjacent to other banks. And looking at that, our sword has still got halfway to go to being crafted, so I'm just going to continue heading around, and as you can see, we have plenty of gold now, which will be good because we'll be needing plenty of it coming forward through and into the future. If you haven't noticed, guys, I obviously uploaded the second episode of the Slime Launcher series earlier this week, so as always, make sure to go and check that out if it seems like something you'd be interested in. And looking at that, our merchant friend is back. This time he's selling an atomic bomb, great skulls, and cosmic steel. And these great skulls will actually be useful fairly soon, and they're only 50 coins each, so I'm going to go right ahead and nab those and stick them in storage. And I'm going to see if we need 10 gold to make all the steel we need to make a fishing rod, which 5 steel for a fishing rod does seem like a lot, but I'm not going to question it. It's up to the game developer to decide how much the things cost, so not up to me. What I am actually going to do is quickly repair these here fishing traps so I don't accidentally break them. And just a couple more moments, guys, and our golden sword should be ready. And there we go. So, the golden sword does 2 attack damage, and slain enemies drop coins, which we actually already have happening because of the skill that we have. But that's okay, guys. and I think I'm actually going to call it there for today's episode. It's been great playing today, and as always, feel free to leave a comment down in the comment section below, telling me anything you'd like to see coming up in the series in the future, or any other games you'd like to see me play other than this game, or Slime Rancher, obviously in my second series. Or feel free to just comment down below and say hi. I'd love to have a chat with you, see how you guys are doing, and see what you'd be interested in the future. And as always, like the video if you enjoyed, and feel free to subscribe if you'd like to see more content just like this in the future, and share my channel with your friends to help me grow and help me continue doing this and making videos for you guys. So, until the next one, that's it for today. Bye bye!